going on, guys, and welcome back to the Roulette ATM Lab, where we show you how to become professional gamblers using the game of roulette as your own ATM. Just wanted to say, guys, if you were interested in trying any of the stuff that we teach here at the Roulette ATM Lab, then make sure, like I always say, go out, do the practice, get yourself the simulator. But if anyone is at the stage where they want to try this online, and if you're from Australia, then make sure you use my link for Leon here. They have a bunch of fantastic different roulette tables that you can jump on here. So let's just choose one for the video. Let's choose this table. Um, but yeah, the link will be in the description, guys. So if you are interested and you do want to jump on and try it out, make sure you use that sign up link. Extremely fast withdrawals and things like that as well. So um, very easy to set up. But right here, guys, we're going to get started this session. Basically, just looking to make $25. So we're just running through these 10 strategies. Basically, want to just show you how simple it can be to make $25, using the low bankroll, and consistently do this, and can try and compound your winnings. Whether you want to use the winnings to pay bills, or you want to use the winnings to take the wife out on a date, or things like that, or compound them. So I'm going to show you low bankroll, and we're going to make $25. So we've got a starting balance of 556, and we're looking to get to 581 using a string of these hit and run strategies that we're going to be using here. So we're going to jump straight in here, and I'll show you how we go. Let me just get rid of that. Rightio, guys. So 6 corners out there with a 20-cent starting unit. 20-cent starting unit, and we hit a 1, so it's not real helpful for us at this stage, but no worries. All we're going to do now is raise by 1 unit on all of these. But yeah, if you're not already subscribed, guys, make sure you jump on and hit that subscribe button. We're teaching a lot of valuable content when it comes to using the game of roulette as an ATM. So jump on, subscribe, and IDO 30 works for us. And so we're just going to take that one off, and we were at 40, so we're going to leave the bets the same at 40 now. Looking to just pick up a few dollars here. So if we can get to 558, then we'll jump off and move over to our next one. So 19, not quite helping us out there, but that's all good. Just going to rebet, and we'll just raise these units now. So basically just a double, but we won't double any further. That'll be our last double. But yeah, beautiful thing, guys, is use my roulette session plan book here, the ATM session planner book, and we've got all our strategies written down here. Such a fantastic tool to have, to really be able to make it very clear when it comes to playing the game of roulette. So we got 557. It's not quite the target, but I'm just going to take it now, just so we can move on. It's close enough to where our target needs to be. So we're just going to use that as a starting point to move on now. Even though it's not much profit, it's profit nonetheless. So we'll take that, we'll move forward. But like the best thing I love too about having this book, not only that making it so easy to plan my sessions, but just having the ability to have them notes written down to on hand. The power of having key notes. And the thing is, as you play more and more roulette, you learn a lot by different experiences that you have over time. And when you learn these key experiences, it helps you. When it comes to writing down notes, you actually have some some life experience, some truth to what you're saying to have written down in your notes. Especially when it's come from either a place of success or not so so much success. If you've had a made a mistake somewhere, you've had a loss, and you're like, oh man, I really, you know, understand what I've done wrong there. A beautiful thing about this book is we have, you know, basically an after action report where you can regularly write down, uh, each after action report, um, so you know exactly where you need to be for future sessions. Making sure that you're learning as you go. Um, Really, yeah, really gives power to progressively becoming better and better and better. So this is a great technique. I built this for myself, as a tool to not only plan my sessions but hold myself accountable. And it's just been an absolute game changer in a sense when it comes to really managing these bets and having success and literally using the game of as an ATM. So rightio, guys, we moved on to our next strategy. We hit our target for that last strategy at 559. So now we're just looking to pick up a few extra dollars here to move to our next strategy. So rightio, 32. Just going to play out these remaining ones now, and I can actually lower our unit size too. So we had 26 starting unit, but because we're so close to our target profit there, I'm just going to reduce the unit sizes down to 10, just because we can, and there's no real need to have more out there. So that works for us. 563, perfect. That allows us now to now move to our next strategy. Rightio. But yeah, you can see how just stepping your way through this using these different hit and run style tactics, just playing out a particular strategy, getting a target, and then moving on. And I always say, if there is some strategies that you guys are very well drawn to, and you think you can use them in a scenario with a hit and run, by all means, compile a bunch of your favorite strategies. Get a bunch of all your favorite strategies. Write them all down, and plan out the structure of your session, making sure that you've got a clear target win goal for each of these strategies, that will ultimately push towards your end target of the profit you're looking to make for that strategy. So right, yeah, 565, that gets us out of there. So yeah, definitely consider you know having a look at and keeping basically a list or a vault of your favorite strategies that you have to be able to implement them. But yeah, like I said, guys, if you're gonna try all of these, make sure you do the practice too. Can't emphasize enough how important doing the practice is when it comes to especially online, having that fast timer. You want to be able to have done the practice, know exactly what you need to do in those scenarios. So before going out and trying to do this with real money, highly recommend practicing getting on a simulator. Bunch of great simulators you can just download on your phone to play. So righty, what do we got there? 7. So not helping us particularly for the strategy. Rightio. So we're just going to raise these now by one of the starting units we had out there, which is 50 on these. Rightio. So hopefully we get a spin here. Covering the teens and the 30s here. So hopefully we can get a hit here or even the 0. Rightio, 11. Not quite. Not quite. Rightio, there's no worries. So we're just going to double now. Sorry, not double. We're just going to rebet. And we're just going to raise these now to 2. So we're at $2 out there. Now we're just looking to get a hit. So remember, our last strategy we finished at 565. So we're looking to improve on that. So anywhere from 567 onwards will get us to our target profit goal. So anything from there, then we'll be able to move forward from there. So rightio. So now I'm going to raise these by 2. Oops. Right, raise these by 2, and I'm going to raise these by 1. So now we're just looking to get a hit here. either a 10 or a 30. 19, that's going to work for us. Right, yeah. So not quite at our target, but what that has done is given us the ability now to be able to reduce our unit sizes. So now we're just back to our starting unit. We've hit that 19, so we can leave that 19 off now. But we'll play these remaining ones out, and beauty is being able to reduce your unit sizes now back down. So hopefully if we get a hit here, we'll be well into our profit target, be able to move on. 7, nope, not going to help us. So this part's easy, it's just this rebet and double. But yeah, like I said, guys, some fantastic strategies out there that you can compile. Um, a bunch of great online, like if you go on YouTube, there's a bunch of creators out there that are putting out some actually game-changing roulette strategies, and they're not real hard to find. But finding ones that really speak to you, solidify, making that hit and run style, that can be a great tool. When you collect a bunch of these powerful strategies. So, like all the strategies that I use are just other people's strategies that I really like, and I'm drawn to a few that I can't help get past because they just work so well. So, when you find strategies that like that you'll find that you end up being drawn to a particular set of strategies that work well. So rightio, we hit that 36. So that got us to our next target goal there of 568. So now we're just looking to improve now on that. So anywhere from 570, that'll get us to our target. So 28 actually, considering we got a huge amount of board coverage, it's not one of the numbers we have covered. So rightio, we're going to raise that to 40 now. So we just doubled the units. So hopefully we can get a 14, 17, 20, 23. Otherwise, we're going to have a little bit of work to do here to get to our target profit. But yeah, that's, I was going to say 0. That would have been a double whammy there of numbers we didn't have covered. But rightio, 32. So now we're just going to play, this remaining section here. So we're at 40. So just going to raise these to 80 actually. So hopefully we can get a hit here, get us towards our target profit goal. 31, not real helpful. Rightio, no dramas. I'm just going to double that, and what I will do, I'm just going to chuck out a couple of dollars on here. Let's cover the 0 as well. So just got a couple of extra dollars out there. Just given the fact we've had four third dozens in a row. Let's see if we can take advantage of that and can't get a hit. So 32, rightio, no worries. And so we're just gonna basically raise these ones to 6, and these ones here just go up by 4. Oops, I must have tapped that real well. Rightio, no worries. I'll just play these out. Hopefully we get the 7, 8, 10, 11. These are the ones with $2 chips on them anyway. 22, rightio, 568. So basically where we started. So the way I'm going to do this is because we've just had a bit of a crappy start with that. We're at actually where we started, so we're just going to replay the strategy rather than sitting there trying to chase with next to no board coverage, with minimal board coverage. I said we'll just redo the strategy, seeing as we landed basically back to where we started. So 22 back to back, rightio. So basically looking to get to 570 with this strategy. So let's just replay these ones here and raise. But yeah, once you really, sorry, there we go. Once you master the that power of managing your money and working out what works in different strategies, like I was saying, you can choose a bunch of strategies that really, that work for you. Um, and essentially, hang on a sec, let me just write that down. We just got 570, which works extremely well for us. And let me just get this one out before I right here. So yeah, like I was saying, if you find those strategies that work well, and when you can work out the money management techniques, as long as you know what the payout's going to be on what you've got covered, if you're covering a street or a double street or a corner, understanding those payouts ultimately is it's how you kind of work out what you need and how you need to manage your money to be able to hit those little targets, each stepping stone to your ultimate profit target for that session. So yeah, making sure you're fluent with the payouts, working all that out is really going to help you in a sense when it comes to being able to make significant profit. Right, yeah. So we're currently playing the numbers that sit either side of the five here. So I'm just going to raise them all by 1 unit, which is 20 cents. Right, yeah. So 60 cents out there on these ones. Oh, I just realized too, I didn't have the 16 covered, which I should have covered. Which it's fine. We don't need it. We hit the one. So that gets us to 580 now. And so we're only $1 shy now of our profit goal. So I'm going to play this strategy. Ah, I didn't get to complete the strategy there, but anyway, if we hit a dozen in the middle there, that'll work out for us. 27, radio, no worries. So just going to rebet that. Play these ones out there. Might just cover the 0 to 32 as well. So our profit goal was $25, which will be 581. That will be our target profit. So once we get to 581, essentially we will just that'll be our session. So 27 back to back, radio, nice. Another one of my favorite numbers, to be honest. Love the 27. It's got a lot of time for the 27. I don't know why I'm drawn to it. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I'm sure a lot of people have their favorite numbers, and they probably also have numbers that they dislike, which is an interesting thing as well. Because I have a tendency to, for some reason, the 22. I just don't like it. I don't know why, but I don't like it. Radio. So let's just raise that one by our starting unit and raise all these ones as well. So yeah, it'd be interesting. I'm sure you guys can relate with particular numbers on the board that you dislike and like. 4, right? Yeah, and now hopefully we can get a hit here. It's looking to improve on this now. So just raise that one. We've got 5 out there now, so hopefully we can get a hit here. Get us out of the strategy. We're only $1 away from our target goal there. So 3, rightio. And so let's just rebid that. And I'm going to raise it now by 2. And he's up. Oh, I ran out of time there. Rightio, hopefully get a hit here anyway, see where we're at. No worries at all. Rightio, 22, that's going to work. Not quite at our target where we need to be. We've actually gone back. So what we're going to do is we're going to run another strategy here. and wait for this to time out. So we've got, let me have a look here. We've got one. So we've got basically two more strategies to play to get to our target. So two more strategies to play to get to our target profit goal. So rightio. Let's play these ones here now. It's another one of our strategies. I didn't get to raise the unit size there, so rightio. Let's get a hit here. Let's get to our target profit, and we'll move on. But we're taking a small reduced amount there with that last strategy. But it's no drama. Better off taking a small loss than and working your way back, than sitting there and taking a larger loss. So right here, just going to add 2 units. We started with 10 cent. We're supposed to start with 20, so now I'm just adding the 20 cent unit now. Right here, there we go. 26. That's going to work for us. That gets us to 579. So right on the door there. And now we will play our last strategy out here, and we're going to cover these ones. Where are we? There. Oh yes, there. Oops, that was my bad. I completely ballsed it up. I was meant to click the 19 and the 13, but no worries. Let's just rerun this. It's no big deal. No big deal. We'll just rerun this particular strategy. I only need to pick up $2 essentially, so we'll be able to do that here with this strategy. So let's just reset this. Here we go. So let's get these ones out there. $1.20, and let's just chuck the dollar on. Oops, not yet. Let's get these out there. Get this win target and be out of here. Rightio, 33. We got that covered there. No worries. So let's just take those ones off now. So we got these ones remaining. Let's show that out there. Leave them the same. And I'll remove that even hedge now and see if we can get a hit here. Otherwise, if we need, we can always individually get our hedge back. So, right 17, not helping us here. No worries. Right, so we're just going to rebet now, raise these 40 cents out there. So essentially, if we get a hit on here, we should be to our profit target. So we'll just see where we're at. Now we still have that basically $1 on that hedge that we can try and recoup if we need to. But like I said, no rush. But this will be our last strategy anyway. And whatever we get here, we'll take that. That'll be our target, our profit for this session anyway. So, but that's the beauty, you got 10 strategies. If you hit your target in those 10, fantastic. And if you don't, well then, it's no drama to be able to just move on with a slightly reduced amount. If it's profit, it's profit. You hit your 10, you don't carry on playing, you just reset. So that's the beautiful thing about having that plan written down clearly. So there we go. Like I said, this will be our last strategy, and it is. So we made $26 there. So $26 all up was our session. We were right on the door there at one point. Only needed to pick up $1 playing out that strategy. Quite easily could have just done a 50-50 sort of bet there to try and recoup it, or just take that profit. So those are decisions. But look, we didn't let it get the best of us. We just sort of managed our way back there, even if we had to take a slightly reduced amount in particular strategies. As like I always say too, is as you go through, you're bound to run into some sort of issue with a few of the strategies, or one or two of the strategies. But just the way you behave and the way you manage your money and your way through it is really what matters. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you are looking to jump online and try these out for yourself, make sure you use my link to the Leon Casino, which is a fantastic place. They've got a bunch of awesome games. They also have the RNG style ones as well. If you want to play the more automated with no timer, have a bunch of those to play as well. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching, and I will see you in the next one.